Okay, hello and welcome everybody. This is going to be a new series and we are going to be playing Total War Attila. Finally the day has come. This is the day of release. I've only just come back from holiday, literally probably about an hour ago. So I was been in Amsterdam from Saturday until Tuesday, obviously today. And this is the reason why I've had no videos last few days. I'll be carrying on my Persia campaign, and obviously we've got this one. We've got the Geats I'm going to start off with, which is going to be today's episode. Tomorrow we've got the Visigoths campaign, which we're going to be starting, so obviously be part 1. And on Friday I'm going to be doing the Western Roman Empire. I thought I'd leave the Western Roman Empire to last because quite a few people have already uploaded, like the bigger Total War YouTubers, who've got that campaign first off, and the bigger ones they've already uploaded their parts, so I don't see the point of having that as beginning. I thought we'd do a nice easy one for the Geats, then we get Visigoths, and then obviously Western Roman Empire. If you're obviously new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. I'll be doing all 3 of them campaigns from the very start to the finish. Give videos a thumbs up, guys. It always helps me out and it gets me up higher up into the YouTube searches. And leave any comments, what you're thinking of the game so far. Obviously any tips for this as well, because obviously it's going to be new for everyone. So if anything I do miss out or haven't learned yet, please leave in the description below and go, you missed this out mate, blah blah blah, and obviously I'll try and sort things out, because it's going to be a learning curve, so you have to bear with me and obviously everyone else until we get things sorted in our heads. But hopefully this runs perfectly on the computer. But enough waffling, let's actually get on with what stats we've got and then start the campaign. Obviously, as we're going to be playing Vikings, or this is the Viking ForeFathers DLC, we're going to be playing as the Geats. One of their cultural traits is the Viking Raiders, so income is plus 75% for sacking, looting and raiding, which is self-explanatory because that's what Vikings do. And this is the one I would be looking forward to the most, the best faction trait in the game personally, I think it is, and luckily we're doing one for this campaign. Playing this faction for the campaign. So we've got plus 10 morale when fighting during the winter and immune to snow attrition. So obviously it doesn't sound like an amazing thing first of all, but when you get climate change coming in from the north all the way down to probably the Mediterranean later on in the campaign, that's going to be so beneficial. Obviously we're still going to, say if we stay in Germany or Scandinavian provinces and always just stay there and don't expand too much until the end of the game, which we wouldn't do anyways, but say for instance we did, it's still going to affect our money and fertility, because obviously the food and stuff in our area is going to go down. But obviously if we are going to attack anyone or stuff like that, we're not going to get any attrition, the enemy will, and we get better morale as well. So that's going to go in our favour. So let's read what they've got. We've got the faction leader who's Dag, which is this guy here, nice shield, and he's got his helmet to the side. Religion is Germanic paganism, so obviously it's probably most likely going to be Odin, Thor and all that kind of stuff. I don't know what it would have been earlier on, but I assume it's still going to be the same thing, Ragnarok, etc, etc. So, legendary ancestors of Beowulf, the Geats manifest all the intrepid boldness of the famous hero. From their stronghold on the southern tip of the Swedish peninsula, they have naval access to the whole of northern Europe, allowing them to launch frequent raids without fear of retribution. Their most glorious exploits are told in the Geats' rich oral tradition, inspiring a new generation to seek glory. So let's move down. Sorry if my voice goes a bit as well, I've been having a cough in the last few days, as you probably have already gathered. While the arrival of the Huns in Europe has meant disaster for most, for the Geti it's just another opportunity. There are rich pickings to be gained fighting for the highest bidder in the south. Crisis is blooming in their fertile lands, and the Geti are determined to be at its heart, profiting from it. As it's our first few campaigns, I'm going to be doing everything as normal. Obviously once I get used to things, obviously it'll be going back to, it will go to hard, very hard, maybe potentially legendary, but from what I've played so far and what everyone else is saying, it's bloody hard Attila compared to Rome 2, so normal is probably going to be like hard mode anyways. Plus we got to learn the thing as well. So let's check victory objectives. Survive until blah blah blah. Control 30 settlements. This is obviously for a minor victory, which we're not going to be doing. Maintain control with following provinces: Scandinavia, which is basically Scandinavia. Little sack 4 different settlements and research. We're most likely going to be doing a military victory because that's probably more what a grand campaign would be like in Rome 2. Cultural is boring. We can even do a divine triumph, which is 100 settlements, but that's going to go on too much, so it's going to be the military victory. So we need to control 60 settlements, defeat 20 different factions by capturing or raising their last remaining settlement, or subjugate them by making them tributaries. So that's going to be quite hard doing that. Maintain control of the following five provinces, either by direct ownership or through tributary states and military allies. So we've got them. Little sack 7 different settlements, that's going to be easy. 100 units, total of land units, 30 naval. Construct the 4 following buildings: large city, warriors hold, smith's guild, military port, and research 16 military technologies. So it's all this stuff you'll get to once you get to end campaign anyways. So we'll unlock all this stuff, technologies will be done by then, all them units will be standard. And most likely we'll be controlling all these. So we've got to get Britain as well. Scandinavia, Frisia, which is Germany I think, or Denmark. Frisia. Trying to think what it was in Rome 2, but I think we should get this show on the road. Always save to cloud. I'm going to need that. Limited battle time. We're not going to do realism mode, and let's get this show on the road, ladies and gentlemen. But I hope you're going to enjoy this. I've been looking forward to this for the last 6 months. I cannot wait to play this properly. I played it at the EGX event a couple of weeks ago now, or about a week and a half ago, and then obviously I played the Battle of Londinium at EGX, which was God knows how long ago that was now. So it's looking forward to playing this, and I hope it runs smoothly on the computer and for you guys to watch. But obviously, if I'm going to be trying to do other campaigns after these 3. The one I'm thinking of is doing the Vandals, and I'm going to try and do them historically as accurately as possible. So we're going to start them off in, obviously, where they start in the campaign in Germany. We're going to move them through to France, Spain, and then get them to settle in Africa, which they did historically. But I'm going to try and do a bit of a twist on it, because it seems to be a lot of people doing the same kind of campaigns. You've got Saxons, Franks, the Geats, a couple of people doing, the Geats, Western Roman Empire, everybody's bloody doing, it seems to be. Visigoths not as much, so that one's kind of, you know, a little bit different. Well, I'll try and pick some factions, and obviously mod campaigns. 100% will be doing mod campaigns once the mods are out. So look forward to them if you're obviously new or current subscriber. And I'll be quiet now.
The air was filled with smoke and blood. Rome was weak. The tribes grew in strength and number. Their roots went deep, and they felt the earth's blood pounding through the land. But their borders were threatened, for a great storm raged in the east. One by one, the tribes scattered as seeds in the wind. And behold, a red horse, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. The blood of their kin would be avenged. Great hunters, they tempered their blades in Roman blood, and saw their once mighty walls reduced to dust. They made ready for war.
Oh yeah.
The world is changing. A lasting cold creeps from the north, and you must seek opportunities south of your homelands if you are to survive and prosper. Take to the seas and explore nearby shores, for the local tribes will be no match for your warriors. The plunder they bring home will line the coffers for the trials ahead. The exploration and conquest of distant lands, of corrupt empires grown weak through years of infighting, and of petty tribes without the strength or will to fight. By sea or by land, the South is yours for the taking. Triumph, and they will sing songs of your deeds until the end of days.
And they surely will. There's one feature, if we do get to have a battle in this episode, which I hope we probably will, even if it's just a small skirmish, that I'm going to try out and see if I remember, because I think it was Hare of Carthage showed in one of his videos, which I thought was such a good idea for battles, but obviously we've got to do battle in the first place. But our first objective here is to survive until the following date, Spring 400. The new bonus objective has been added, Treasury 2000. So currently I have things on pretty much average kind of graphics settings. I've done a benchmark and I was getting about 30 frames a second. So a few things is probably because of my hard drive on my computer, and secondly the game has just come out, so it's optimized, but probably could be had a few little updates to tweak it, etc. But let's see what we've got. So you might see a little bit of a lag here and there. We've obviously got a fleet already. We've got some Sneckager longships, or so we've got the Nordic Light Marauders. God, I can't speak. Norse Bow Marauders as well. So that's that. Let's see what armies we've got. We've got Nordic Levies, Nordic Band, Nordic Bows. These are obviously going to be... let's click on that dude.
This panel shows you the information about a character belonging to your faction.
Okay, so this is the false details, but this is for the actual general itself. I wanted to actually click on... That's the general details. Okay. What did I want to find out then? Click on that. How'd you do it? Current selection. There's I think there's a tab so you can actually find out the unit, so you can get their details. It might be on the actual battle map for that, etc. But that's the upkeep. Okay, cool. So enough of that. And I assume it's the same for these guys. Nordic Levies, Nordic Band, Nordic Bows. Let's do research.
This tab enables you to research.
So military we've got here. Recruitment costs minus 2% and enables the building of Hunter's Camp. If you start for this one, we get a Wicker Maker, Goat Pens, Wicker Maker, probably a different version of it, and Goat Pens again, different version. So research rate 105%. Okay, what do we get for the higher ones? Agricultural, construction. We can get anything which helps us with troops, melee infantry units, ammunition. Okay, so Nordic Raiders get replaced with Nordic Brigands, which is horse units, and we get something for obviously our boats as well. Nordic Bands, so that's melee. That does a lot, so that's something we potentially need to go towards. 18 for that though. Let's start off with this for 2 turns, and then maybe go the civic route. Just to kind of dabble with what we got. I did just click on it. Okay. Let's check diplomacy and then we'll see what we can do.
In order to construct a proposal,
Yes, we know. We've got angles are quite friendly with us. New thing that you can see here is obviously you speak to each faction, but you can see what the general or the leader of their faction traits are. So they're reliable, aggressive, diplomat, and hates rival empires. So I assume obviously they hate the Western Roman Empire, for example. So each one of these are different. Unreliable, progressive, opportunist, cultural intolerant, etc, etc. So we've got the Danes. Let's see if we can get some trade with these guys.
You are welcome. Although my ancestors...
This option is used to broker trade agreements. Once agreed, a trade route is opened between your territory and that of your trade partner.
Let's get out to text because it's a bit annoying. There we go. I still denied that. Maybe the Geats, because they're quite friendly with
We
us.
will gladly listen to your offers, but do not...
No. What about the Franks?
Greetings! Speak plain.
I don't want to give people a lot of money though, because I don't have a lot myself at the moment, so... these guys were actually... got a non-aggression pact with mutual access, but we've obviously got trade with them already. Let's talk to the Varians, see if they can do anything for us
A
as well.
flapping tongue that speaks without wisdom is not welcome.
Okay, it's not. We need to get some trade in the first place. We've only got wood at the moment, so let's see what we got. 120 from these guys. That's about it. So let's see. This is obviously a new feature as well. We've got these guys here. This is our family tree. Compared to before, you probably have people you secure promotions with, etc, etc. It sorted out your threat of doing civil wars and so forth. But this, you can obviously make people governors if it's like the Western Roman Empire, for example. So I can make these guys, he's our leader anyways, but say for instance he's family members, he's a general of ours, he may be a general of ours as well. These people that we're going to obviously give a wife to or make a general, etc, we can make them candidates into a companion, which gives them this trait, make them an elder, and they get influence, they get more power, etc, etc. Each time they go up, obviously the stronger they get, the better traits they get, but potentially at the same time, if you ever do get a rebellion or etc, they can piss off and they can attack you. So you don't want to get people too... don't want to give them too much power, so you have to kind of level it out between all the family members, etc. As you can see here, dominion is a measure of influence over your faction. Your power over the people is determined by how the total influence of your family members versus that of non-family members. So if I just stack it to all my family members, the other guys are more likely to rebel. So you have to keep a happy medium. So we're on 72% at the moment. This is where we are for this. Public order minus 1, integrity for all forces plus loyalty. And then control. 60% currently, but this is what was the same in Rome 2 for that. So we'll go back into that in a minute, because we need to check money. We've got 5,000, and we've got 1,500 money, 26 food. We're going to check our buildings. So currently we can do... that's going to get us Nordic mounted raiders, Nordic skirmishers, again Nordic skirmishers. I think we want the raiders for this, which is the horse units, well basically like cav units with swords. So we get 20 for that, 20 food, 12 additional food, 6 per local fertility level, 180 from animal husbandry, 108 additional wealth. But the things we can look for this is squalor sanitation, so it's that tab there. 7 strength if he's been siege, and this is obviously the thing we've got there. This does garrison for each settlement, and we've got a couple of boats for that. And then what's this one? Building browser. Oh, it's basically so I can find out what ones we can do. Sanitation. So it's only going to do 1 public order. I currently want 7 anyway, so I think we'll go for this one. And then we can get them troops, because currently we can only do Thrall skirmishers, Nordic hurlers, Nordic levy. So they're pretty shit at the moment. So that's enough for that. That's 1 building done. Can we build any of these guys up? Artillery crew. Okay. Nordic artillery crew. We might get 2 of them. And add another one of these guys in. So money's going to go down quite a bit for that as well. These guys we're not going to be able to do anything with at the moment. So I think if we move him up to here, we can combine these over.
Ready for orders.
They're 19 at the moment, so yep. Let's get him out.
Your orders. For the tribe!
We'll stick a couple units in here.
Going a port! Fight with us! It's a good life!
They're very cheap though, at least. So yeah, once them units have been built, that will go into positive. And these guys,
Yes.
even though they're rubbish, we're going to get them to go over to the Western Roman Empire. I think we should already be at war with. Yeah, we'll get them to hug the coastline as well. That's why the path is this is already changed. Okay, so this is the thing I was talking about earlier. So you can do it even on a campaign map. So what you do, it will set you a standard path. So this is obviously more for battles, but I can do this in a battle now. So I'll just right click on this, and this is what the AI has done. It's set my path here. If I hold on to control, I can stop it from there, and I can spin it around. I can do anything with it. Obviously this is making it a little bit different because it's campaign map, but I could do that. You name it, I can do it. But the best thing you could do with battle, you can get your guy to move into this bit, say the cavalry, and you can get it to move around and then go. Oh, okay, it's not doing it properly. I'll have to show it in the battle map, so it'll probably be a little bit better. What is Roman Empire? No, we're not actually war with them. Okay, we'll raid him anyways. The Saxons going to be doing some stuff like that as well, so we might as well join in and get some money. Because currently we're not going to be at war with anyone else for a little while. So, get this building. 3 turns, and we've got them building as well. So, let's end our turn. Okay, so I need to sign a provisional governor to Scandaza. So we need to see people's traits. This guy here is... What have we got? Influence 25, personal loyalty, contributing factors. Loyalty represents a character's dedication to the faction. If loyalty reaches 0, the character will defect, therefore instigating a civil war. He's 4 and 10, he's 25, 4 and 10, 20, 25 and 10. I think this guy's the best, so we've given him the governmental issue can be, we can do issue an edict, and now the differences from Rome 2 to obviously Attila is previously you have to own all the settlements in a province, so I'd have to have Hapan and Albi. So I'd have to take out the Danes and the Geats before I can even do an edict, but now if you've got a governor in that area you can do an edict straight away. So we can either have army recruitment cap go up +1, influence to 4 Germanic paganism, research rate or public order because of the presence, unit experience for new recruits, construction costs go down by 10%, growth +10. I think that probably be beneficial at the moment because any new buildings will be cheaper, and then we can do the undeveloped land as well, which I think we can actually do now. Oh yes we can. Wood production, resource production at 20 timber, 5 from industrial buildings. So that's obviously because we've got timber there. We can either do public order, or this one is public order. I think we'll do that. There we go, we get some money in, and we get some trade from when we do start trading with people. Currently our money's going to go down now, but 2 and 3 turns they'll be increased a little bit. So, and we can get some Nordic raiders. We'll get some cavalry to help us out. So,
We can agree here, if the spirits wish it, to proper treaties between our people.
okay, so the Danes have asked for a non-aggression pact. We're obviously going to accept that, otherwise we'd be stupid not to. But it seems to be running quite good. It's pretty much the same as Rome 2, so for release this is very good at the moment. But I think after their fuck up from last time, they had to sort it out, so... Okay, let's see what we got here. Non-aggression pact and edict, so nothing new there. 1 turn and then 2 turns. These guys should be built now, so we can get these moving off as well.
Oh, God's curse ya!
So we get both. We've got the land units, and then we've also got the boats to do some little business. We won't tell you for that. We'll only put a couple of units in there because we don't want our money to go down too much. As you can see, it's already in 681. We'll leave it at that in the meanwhile, because obviously these two bolster it up, and then we can start looting some things. We need to check these things as well. So this is the ones we had on the beginning screen, the Viking Raiders, trait Cold Blood. This is where we are with our faction. So it's how powerful we are. I assume it's kind of like the Imperium in Rome 2. Germanic paganism. It's because that's our it's because of our state religion. Because obviously we can be converted to Christianity and other things during the campaign. But because obviously we're Germanic paganism, army recruitment goes up by 1 for all provinces. Imperium insignificant. Your powers of still a little consequence to the world jet, obviously, and food surplus. Okay, cool. Let's actually check our tabs for this, so we can have military force filter, agent filter, settlement filter, siege, and then resource, faction ownership, diplomatic status, region wealth, public order, region growth, religion, sanitation, immigrants, food, fertility. So as you can see, fertility levels here are 2. If we go further south, we've got 3, but all of these are going to be 3s or 2s by the looks of things. We need to go further south eventually to get that. So currently, not going to be getting anything money-wise.
A flapping tongue that speaks without wisdom is not well.
Okay, once we get this timber thing built up, I think we'll be alright for that in 1 turn. So let's end turn. See how much money goes up. But obviously, you've got, as the winter comes, or the climate change happens further and further into the campaign, money wise, because obviously we're going to be expanding troops and stuff like that, we're going to need to, we're going to have to start moving south anyways, because we are the furthest north in the map compared to any other faction, so we cannot stay put. So it's going to increase slightly because of this one, but now we've got more trade, so it's going to help us out eventually in the long run. Prime Forest and Development Regional Defence Force. Oh, that's our research. Okay, cool. So that's done. Ammunition, or that one. I think we'll go to Civic Route because we can increase things if we need to do it. And then I'll go back towards the miniature route so we can get some better troops in the long run. Scanza. And we start raiding the Romans. Or maybe even take some of the settlements, because if I remember, loot, research, labour service, be at war with the foreign factions, Saxons, loot, Fleven, Rugen, or Angelus. Okay, but yeah, so the actual objectives for this is what I was looking at here. So direct ownership, so we need to take all of this, all of that. Britain as well, and pretty much middle of France, so we need them for the military victory, so let's get rid of that. Oh, wrong one. Can we actually allocate 5 and 10? This is going to cost us money though, but if we get him we can put him down here. So infants cost 20, he's on 39 at the moment, required rank 1, required age 18. Target companion, promote to office. So let's do that one for this term. It's going to take a little while getting used to all that kind of them features, but hopefully we shall get used to it quick. Okay, give it a turn and we can start using these and attack him.
All would surely benefit if we agreed to open trade from this day on.
Yep.
Well,
and that's probably because it helped, because obviously we just increased the timber and they're obviously going to need that themselves. The Geats have always been quite friendly with us because they're proximity to us, so that's going to be good. We'll trade with our Viking friends. If any of you guys as well, if you watch the Vikings TV series, I think it's actually, the 3rd series is out next week, or it's been out while I've been away. I think it is anyways, but season 3 is going to be out soon, so this is it's going to coincide with that. So if you guys do watch it, please leave any comments as well. Feel happy to speak to me about it, because I fucking love that TV series. It's well good. What have we got here? So Alligator is the first guy we tried to put into power, and then we've got Dag, who's our actual leader. Powerful, 66%, Dominion 78%, Control 60. When one of us is climbing a greasy pole, there's but one rule: hunt or be hunted. Your candidate has been blocked from office by your opponents. What will you do? Ooh, 21. I'd say take it away from Dag. Even though it's minusing his influence, it doesn't make him too powerful, because he's on 54 at the moment and this guy's on 21. If we decrease him down even more, he's only on 11. So I don't really care too much about our leader, because even though he'd be good to have some influence with the army, it'll never be later on in the campaign. We don't really want him to have it as much. We want everyone to be quite leveled out. So, and he's 62 as well. So even if he did do a mutiny now, he's been the leader for ages. People might follow him more. So I think we'll do decree. Let's try and get someone else into power now. Construction, trade gained, fertile. This man makes excellent choices in bed partners and acts on these choices. Zeal +1, chance of having children +20%. Rank gained, he's got a ring. Okay, let's get rid of that.
Your orders? Yes. Going ashore. Your orders? All hands to the oars!
Okay, they've landed, so we can attack in the next turn. We'll do this. Okay, so they've got a skill increase. So this is the governor. He's gone up, so what we're going to do, integrity 4. First one we're going to have to do is this, so we can increase everything else. Zeal +1 and melee attack +3 for commanded force. What can we do now? We've got food for characters, and horde, missiles, ammunition. Construction costs in the province, which would be pretty good, because he's generally going to stay there anyways, so that'd be pretty good. Infantry units, that we're going to get attacked for the meanwhile, so I think we'll go for this one. And as you can see, you've got the character traits here. We've got the military ones, upkeep costs, etc, etc, and we've got the region, which is obviously the one I just clicked on, so we've got the minus 10% construction costs, and then the wife, which is this lady here. She's bringing this, personal influence +1 per turn, and self-defense for agents, stuff like that. And you can get gear for these guys as well, but currently we haven't got anything for that. Again, still got to learn these things, so... we can increase these as well. Resource will go up with that. And... clay pit. We need to unlock these things. That's a good one. Bone carver. Ooh, onagers and Nordic bows. Industry. Wood carver. We'll do that one next. We'll unlock these, and then we'll go on to that one, because I'll wait for 3 turns and then we can get some Nordic bows and onagers, because that's going to help us with expanding 100%. It's going to be very good. This one will be good for money. Labour service is that. Okay. Just need to get used to these things, but I think onagers and bows will be pretty... it's going to be more beneficial at the moment. This one, oh, Greek fire. Ooh. Nordic light boatmen. These things are fucking amazing. These ships, if we can get them. I didn't realise the Vikings had them though. And we've got dragon ship, Nordic marauders. That's going to be pretty sick as well, so we'll increase to that at some point. So that's the jetties. This is food, resource, and then industry. It's just trying to remember what these are in Rome 2. So that's black, that's whatever it is, green, blues, and then the actual thing here as well. So we can do that. Food consumption 35, squatter +1. So we've got to deal with also got to deal with sanitation problems as well. But with this, we unlocks recruitment of thrall spears and warhounds, which is pretty good. especially from upgrading into a city as well, from a small city. So, okay.
Ready for battle.
Okay, it's end term. I do quite like the music so far from what I've heard, but it's quite quiet. I might actually bust it up a little bit. Ooh. Imperium level noteworthy. You have established yourself as a worthy power. So we can do 4 armies, 2 fleets, 2 governors, 1 spire, 1 priest, 1 champion, which we'll try and get at some point. Powerful. This man is grateful for your aid during a recent political intrigue. Loyalty +1 for Agalut. That's good. And that one's done. Oh, he's pissed off. Fuck you, mate. Anyways. And then we're going to go through that Roman logistics system, so we can obviously get the bows. Now we're going to declare war on thy enemy. So, Eastern Roman Empire, Nobatar, and Lazica are going to declare war on us. So at least we know who they are now. So we've got our boats, and we've got these guys. It's obviously going to be easy battle, but let's check out what they're like and see how they run as well. And also a new thing you can get, a new feature in Total War Attila. Each time you have a battle, you can scout the terrain of the map. Okay, that's cool. Double chances of outbreak. But anyways, yeah, this is obviously the map of Cannon Dunham, so you can kind of gauge where you want to be putting your troops, etc. So we're going to have our land units, I assume, around here, and obviously our fleets are going to come as well. So we've only got to deal with 4 units and 1 boat, so let's do this. We'll have a nice easy part for this, where we're getting used to things. And we've got an achievement unlocked called All-Rounder. Probably so we initiate our first battle. We've got the Embers, which is our leader Dag, who's pissed off with us now, but tough shit. We've got the Sea Snakes versus the Garrison Army and Garrison Fleet. We're obviously not going to be taking this settlement, we're just going to raise it or sack it so we can get some money out of it. If we do take a settlement, we're going to probably take one further up north in England. So this is just so we can get some money and we can increase our land back home, and we can get some better units in as well. Get some onagers and other things, and then we'll start actually settling once we've done that. But yeah, unfortunately I've been kind of spoiled with Rome 2 with the Rome 1 music mod, because I've been listening to that and it's been quite nostalgic, so now we've got to get used to this music. But let's try and put it up for this battle. We've got fog, so we're going to wait. Yeah, it's still fog. And rain. Come on. Dry. There we go. Took long enough, didn't it? Sound. Let's put music up. Where's the boat ones then? Oh, they got to come in reinforcements. Okie dokie. Let's actually look at our guys. That's the bowman. It's our general's unit, I assume. They did it pretty cool. Look at these guys. There's our spear units ready to rumble. We've got a female in there as well. So they are mixed units, which is good. They've got men and women. If not, that's a dude, but it looks like women to me. There's sword units. So okay, let's just get out of this mode. Let's start getting things ready. You'll find the enemies have towers as well, so these guys are going to have to put on flame shot. Also, with the units, you get tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. If you haven't seen these things already, tier 1 basically means these guys can run the shortest amount of notice. So for instance, their base morale is going to be very, very low. So anything that comes charging at them, for instance, maybe a level 3 unit, they're going to last longer than the heavy, level 1 unit. So if these Roman units here, the level 3 one's going to run at my guy here a little bit, he's going to run off. He will come back after a while, but he needs to retreat for a little bit and then come back into the fight. These ones are going to run at the sight of anything. You can probably like, flick them and they're going to run off. So obviously strength in numbers.
Warriors ready.
We shall win this.
Grouped and ready. Men of the north. Battle groups ready.
Probably have to do anything too fancy with this one, but let's start it. Let's get them to do flame shot.
I am certain the day shall be ours. Good news! Additional forces have arrived. Battle. We fight for each other to protect and serve. We fight for our home to crush and conquer. Gods, protect us!
Why is he doing that? You get fire? He's a bowman, aren't they?
The enemy should know when the odds are hopeless.
That's weird. Let's see if we can get these light artillery ones. We'll look at them in a minute as well. Oh shit, Cav. Let's get our spears.
Have been detected.
Alright, it's not going too well, is it? Let's get him out.
Men of the north! Our men flee the field of battle.
How'd you get rid of this?
Shameful display.
It's slightly annoying. Don't want that on the screen.
Understood.
Yeah, for some reason it's coming up with the cross payment. Insignia.
Men of the north! Move it! Melee fighters ready! Wall!
Let's get the archers firing now.
Pierce their hearts! Warriors! Move it!
Oh, they've actually got a boat there as well. Let's get these out. There's a cavalry unit there, it's gone. We might be killing him off then.
Understood!
Here we go.
Watch over us! We're being ambushed!
Okay, they're down.
Forward! Melee warriors! Kill! Foes!
Let's get him firing from the side. These guys are going to go back here. Zoom in a little bit so you can see what we're doing. Obviously we're dealing with heavy infantry user. These are... Okay, they're going to the back of them. Okay, they're firing the back of these, so we're going to get some really good kills in this unit and then do the same for these. Let's get these moving in. As you can see, these guys are running away, but they will come back into the fight with the enemy. So we're going to get these guys here now. We'll move the general in case they do anything. I don't know what these guys are doing. Where's our artillery? Okay, so this is the artillery units. Let's have a look at this. Battle's pretty much done anyway, so I don't need to watch that. So they've got these guys at the front. Okay, they look pretty cool. We'll look at them afterwards. Let's get our guys flaming shots to fire upon here. So they had that on there, that icon, that's what I was talking about, but it didn't seem to have it on the enemy for some stupid reason. He had that, which is pretty weird. But let's have a quick look at these guys in cinematic. There we go, that's what I'm talking about. Right. The Vikings are come for England. Ragnar Lodbrok. Rolo. Them ones are cool. Get helmets as well. That's what I'm talking about, son. That's how we do. Let's get out of this. Okay, it's our first battle. We have won. So we've got hammer and anvil, and Ram has touched the wall. Obviously it's not going to be anything spectacular, but as you can see, even with the units the enemies did have, I got caught off guard by the horse unit, which they sent in straight away, and there was the boat unit as well, the swords that come in from the right hand side. So, still not easy. But to be honest, that's what you want. After Rome 2 being so easy with the AI, you get used to the patterns. They seem to be a little bit more unpredictable with Attila so far. And from videos I've seen of other people playing, it seems very similar to that as well. So I'm kind of happy with that, the changes they've put into that. Oh, I didn't do the fucking thing I was going to talk about in the battle. But it's the same thing, principle. I think it's either shift or you press control. I think you hold on to control, and basically what it does, it just... You can pinpoint exactly where you want the unit you want to, direction you want it to go. So you'll send it on a right click like you would normal with the arrow, and it will go towards that unit you send it towards. You right click on the enemy unit to attack it, but this directs it exactly how you want it. So you can get it to go running towards the unit to get there quicker, but for the last moment, if you press control, and you do like a squiggly line, for instance, to flank around that unit you want to attack. So if you've got a cavalry unit, you obviously go around so you can flank and hit the side of him. It will do it for you, and you don't have to worry about that unit anymore because you basically told him to do that. You can quickly go to another unit and do the same kind of thing, but on the opposite side. It's really good. It's going to cut down micromanagement a hell of a lot. And obviously that was that was obviously a crushing victory for us. So we can loot and occupy. We get 910. Province instability is minus 20, and then we've got conquest penalty. But we're obviously, as we're a looting faction or raiding faction, we are bloody Vikings after all. We're going to do province instability minus 15, and we get 645 for that. Sack it.
Further orders?
So our money's gone up now, which is good. And we've just increased our
Ready for orders.
guy. So now we've got the general details and things on this side. We'll get him to go up, and we lost some integrity and other things with him. So what can we do to help him out? We'll do that because he's going to be our sacking guy. We get sacking increase and looting. So he's going to go towards Lindum.
On the move, lads.
We've actually got an army there we've got to worry about. And we're going to get these guys to move up to here. Where can we get them to move towards? Move them down here.
The sea beckons.
We'll get them to blockade that for the meanwhile. But I'm going to end this part here. We can potentially get attacked by these guys. We've got a strong Roman force of 8 here, and then we've got a Roman force of 6 in that area. Also, we can obviously get no mercenaries. But we'll move these guys out at some point. We'll try and get them to flee. If they do die, we'll just build another one. These guys are absolutely crap units anyways. We've got our leader, that's the only thing we've got to worry about if we do lose him. It's going to be the only unfortunate thing. But hope you enjoyed this part. Sorry if things are a little bit here or there. Obviously getting used to it. And I've just come back from holiday as well, so you have to bear with me. But things will be back onto normal track. Tomorrow we'll have the Visigoths, Friday Western Roman Empire, and then next week everything's going to be 100% back to normal. Hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you guys in part 2. See you later. Bye bye.